Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make a fabulous one-pot wonder, but I'm taking it even one step further and making it even easier. We're making a crock pot or slow cooker chicken stroganoff. It's so good. The egg noodles cook right in it. I mean, everything happens in the crock pot without getting anything else dirty, and it is so delicious and it's like comforting. It cooks all day. Actually, it doesn't even really cook all day. It cooks within just a few hours, but you know it requires like little to no work from you, which is great. Let me run you through the list of ingredients that we have so far. I've got some boneless, skinless chicken breasts that I've chopped into large chunks. Chicken thighs would work really well here too. I've got some cremini mushrooms, lots of onions and garlic, all-purpose flour. I've got some dried parsley. I've got garlic and onion flakes, Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, and you're gonna need some chicken stock. You're also going to need a few more additional ingredients, but that's not gonna come until later. So let's get started right away, shall we? I'll start with my broth mixture. To my chicken stock, I'm going to add my spices and my flour and my Worcestershire sauce. Now, if you want to, which, you know, I recommend if you have a little extra time, saute or sear your chicken breast in a skillet on your stovetop just for a couple minutes to give them a little bit of color. That way, there's a bit more contrast of color in your final dish. And you know, when you saute something, when you sear it, it's gonna be wonderful. But I wanted to show you this recipe just as is for those of you who are super busy and don't want to go through the hassle of having to wash another skillet, because everything literally cooks in the crock pot and it's awesome. I'm just mixing this together. If there's any lumps from the flour, kind of just try to mash them up alongside, but don't really worry if there are any small little lumps, because that will not really make much of a difference. So you've got your broth ready. Now you get the insert to your crock pot. I've got my onions and garlic. Always gonna start with onions and garlic. Anything that starts with that is a good start in my book. You need your chicken. Like I said, boneless, skinless thighs would work really well here. And your mushrooms. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna give these a little bit of a season with some salt. I salted my stock mixture, but I just wanna make sure that my chicken and veggies are well mixed, and then just pour this mixture on top, which is like the magical stuff. And pour that right in, and everything in there. Cover that and just give it a stir like so. And I know it looks like my crock pot is too small for this, but remember, we're cooking the egg noodles in here too, so you need the extra space. Otherwise, I would have used my smaller one if I wasn't going to cook the egg noodles in here. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to cover this up, put it on high in my insert, and then let it cook for 3 hours. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's there. All right, so it's been 3 hours since my chicken has been cooking. So now at this point, I'm going to add my egg noodles right into the crock pot with the broth. Just make sure you give it a stir because they need to cook for about 30 minutes or so, or until they're fully cooked through. Just make sure you give them a, stir every 10 minutes or so, just to make sure that they're getting covered in that broth. So I'm gonna go do that, let them cook, and then, mouth is salivating because it smells so good in here, and then we'll put on the final touches, and then we're done. So that is what you're looking for after 30 minutes. All of the liquid has been absorbed by the egg noodles, and it smells amazing in here. So good. Now, I'm going to add, not that, I just need the warmth. I don't really need to cook anything further. I'm going to add sour cream, and I'm going to add, whoopsie, I didn't realize there was a spoon there. And I'm going to add some cream cheese. You want to make sure that the cream cheese is at room temperature, along with your parsley. And then just carefully stir everything together until that cream cheese melts completely, and it is just the most glorious one-pot wonder ever. If you want to, you can add a lot more sour cream, but I think that the mixture of the sour cream and cream cheese is perfect, so that's why I add just a little bit of both, because it makes it for it's like the best flavor. It's not overpowering. It's phenomenal. You can still taste like the mushrooms and the broth and all that gorgeous flavor. So I'm just going to stir this for the next, I would say, minute or so, and then we're going to serve up. Look at that. It's like creamy. There's no liquid running around anywhere. It's just, it's perfection. And I'd be lying if I said I haven't tried this already. Come on now. I can't help myself. Oh my goodness. It like melts as you eat it. It's so flavorful. It's so like light but yet hearty. It's amazing. And the fact that everything just cooks in the crock pot and you don't have to do anything else or clean anything else is pretty phenomenal, if I do say so myself. This beats a lot, like just pretty much it beats anything I want to eat right now because it's everything I want to eat. It's comforting, it's creamy, it's delicious, it's rich yet light. It's got egg noodles, which I'm crazy about. Slightly creamy from the sauce. It's just perfection. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.